Let's party, let's always a party. Let's go parlay and a special guest for today's show.
We got a special guest on today's episode. We're pumped and ready to start the show.
So that means we got a drink. So let's pop a call on. Dean's already been drinking.
Already good to go.
So what you call it? Make-A-Wish Foundation reached out, and it was Dean's. They were like, we have a kid that really wants to be on the show. It's his wish to be on Life's a Party podcast.
Wow.
We're like, okay, yeah, sure, we'll do it. I mean, we're for the people. We're for the community. So Dean, welcome.
Unbelievable.
Welcome to the show.
We're moving up in the world. You know what I mean? But yeah, so our buddy Dean, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit.
Name's Dean. Been friends with
That's it.
these two whack jobs for a long time. Still here, I guess, unfortunately.
He is a friend and has been a friend of me and Paul for a long time. We've actually done some videos in this basement. That's how it started. So look at the glow up. So look at the glow up over the years, the three of us. Look at us now.
That
like
is
Paul Rudd would say.
what's crazy, because we've talked about the evolution of like creators, right?
Yeah.
And how people, you have to start somewhere. You always have to build, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to build our channel, build the podcast. And what's so funny is we really got like our start in video in the basement where our set is currently.
Yeah.
And what's crazy it was just like being in middle school, creating stupid videos literally for us during sleepovers. And then
It's like full circle. What about the one video we made? It was like a wobble video.
Yes.
And in high school, they all started.
That's the worst one
They
we
were
ever did.
watching it in the food
Why'd
room.
you have to do that one? It's the worst one we ever did.
So
They watched it.
we
in the
literally
food room.
in middle school we used to do videos, and then what happened was we all got to high school,
Yeah.
and I think it was the fall, like our freshman fall. We were on the soccer team, Dean and I actually freshman
Nah,
year.
man, I'm too big for the soccer game.
But we were playing soccer, and we posted one of our normal YouTube videos like we do.
I don't know if it was normal. But I wouldn't say normal.
We were dancing, whatever, and I remember just being in the locker room with like the seniors who we actually knew pretty well, and it was just like game over. And what's crazy about this too is that I feel that video kind of went viral in the school, like in the small school, because I was going to the bathroom in one of my classes. I walked by one of the classrooms. It was the foods class, so the class that do like they make food, they do all this stuff, and I looked into the classroom on their projector. They're playing my video, like our video. I'm like,
spread like COVID.
Didn't you?
Spread like COVID.
Didn't you text?
Everybody in that one day saw that
Didn't
one
you
video.
text Paul immediately? Dude, you were like, "Yo, we need to get this
Yeah.
down." ASAP.
I made him delete all the videos.
he's like, yo, bro, we need to delete this right now. And I panicked, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna want these in 10 years. Like, you're gonna want these. So what I did was I privatized all of them, and I changed the password of the account so that everyone who knew the account could not get in and delete the videos.
I think it's funny how before the show we were like, "We're not gonna bring that up." That was
Bring it
the
up.
first thing we said.
You brought it up. You brought it up.
All right, but this is what we're gonna start doing. Since we couldn't get big guests, we just gotta get like Dean was like last choice. Well,
I don't know what that
Make-A-Wish
means,
Foundation reached out.
Yes.
And so we're gonna start getting some childhood friends on. We can talk about childhood memories, and we're gonna also get to Dean party memories, adventures that we've had together, us three.
Yeah, we'll just talk about like experiences and stuff that we've done together, and just like talk about our party stories.
But first, Paul went out, Lincoln Financial Field, Saturday Night Football, Cowboys, Eagles. We went around interviewing drunk-ass Eagle fans, and Paul, it was a blast.
It was an absolute blast. If you haven't checked it out already, go to, if you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we're trying to go into the YouTube space more. And that was one of our first goals, was really do like a man on the street style video where we just take to the streets and we kind of interview people. And we thought, a football game obviously is a great atmosphere. We were trying to do like a Rutgers game earlier in the year, but we're like, whatever. And we had one game left, and I was like, Eagles, Cowboys. It was kind of a now or never moment.
Right.
Like, I remember we were just like, should we do it? I don't know. And then the game got moved from a Sunday to a Saturday night. And we're like, whatever. And we just kind of did it. So definitely, if you, like, amazing video, super good time.
It went so well.
Yeah.
Producer Drew, shout out, was behind the
Oh,
sticks.
shout out. Yeah.
That dude killed it. He's always killing it. Dean, I want to ask you, we were in Lincoln Financial Field, and it was the Cowboys-Eagles rivalry. So there was a bunch of Cowboys fans. Check out the video. We interviewed a few of them. You actually went to an Eagles game, didn't you, with a Saints jersey on? How the hell did that go?
I did. To be honest, surprisingly, because Eagles fans are crazy, but it went pretty good. There was one guy behind us who was chirping the whole time. It started as fun. Once he got drunk, it got a little bit worse. But
were you
I
wearing
did tailgate. Everybody was cool.
Were you
for the
wearing your
most part.
Saints jersey?
I was wearing a Saints jersey.
Okay,
Okay,
Mine was
that's the
Colts.
thing. Dean's a huge Saints fan.
As you can see.
Oh, I didn't even, not even see that.
I will say I was surprised, like Dean, because I'm a Giants fan.
That's true.
And I couldn't rep the Eagle gear like Paul did. But I was actually genuinely surprised how cool the Eagle fans were with like the content and then making the content. And after we would shoot something with them, we'd be like, "Thank you," and they'd be like, "Oh, let me write down like your channel. Like, what's your channel? Let me follow you on TikTok." I mean, they were really dope. I mean, I hate the Eagles. I mean, I hate the Eagle fans, but it was really dope. They were really cool about everything.
When you're on their side, like you were like in it, and they were like, they didn't know you weren't an Eagles fan. That's the thing too. But what's funny is we have a buddy, Jared, who listens to the show and watched the video. And Jared Morales, our buddy, and he reached out and he was like, "Yo, I think it's so funny that Ryan's an Eagle or a Giants fan." And I said, if you go back and look at the video, every time they do the Eagles chant, Ryan is so hype up to the moment, and then his mouth shuts, and then he just continues after the chant is done.
I will say, like, I have here, like, what were some of the challenges in our first video doing that? That was genuinely a challenge for me because Paul had his Cowboy shit on. So he would go up to a group and he'd be able to do Eagles chants and go Birds and scream with the Eagles thing. But then when that started to happen for me, I took a back seat. I mean, there's a lot of shit that I would do for content, but chanting Eagles and go Birds is not one of them. That's not on the list.
Well, that's fine. I stepped in there for you. But I was wearing all my Eagles stuff. Ryan, what he was calling was staying neutral. He wore like his normal red shirt, what he would wear on the show here, honestly, and just was out there.
I was a Sixers fan, so I was able to get those Sixers inputs. But one thing that I thought that you did a better job of me, and obviously we're going to plan on doing these in the future. I mean, we'll go hit up college campuses. You talked about maybe like a country concert at BB&T.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's so many things that we could do with Man on the Street to do shorter videos. But I thought it was hard to get the girls to like break out of their shell. And it's hard to ask questions because you can't ask, like, what's your thoughts on Jalen Reagor? Not all the time. I mean, there's girls that understand football, but it's harder to get them to be, like, crazy.
Well, something that I was talking to producer Drew about was that this video in particular, because we were doing a football game, I mean, most of, like, your questions you would ask about players. You were like, well, who's the best Eagle of all time? What do you think about this player? And I kind of went more along the line of, like, neutral stuff that you could be a fan, but didn't have to know the players. And I think maybe switching to, if we're at BB&T, right, or if we're just doing interviews on the beach, that we can kind of be a little more neutral. Like, you don't need any information, like background information to answer a question. Be like, oh, what's your best pickup line? Or like, oh, do you like short guys? Like, would you ever date a short guy? Like, questions like that we could ask girls.
You did a good job, right?
Thanks, I appreciate it.
As a Saints fan, I'd struggle. I wouldn't.
I was actually, like, I was genuinely, like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this to blend in with the Eagles fans.
Yeah.
But it was actually cool. It was fun. Like, we had fun. We went around carrying a case of Bud Light, and we were chugging with the fans. I was drunk after the video out of nowhere.
I think that was a positive to the video, and like why it was successful was that we carried around that case because it seemed as though we weren't just people with a camera trying to like make fun of you or be up in your face. Like a lot of times we would interview people and then offer them a beer.
Right.
And they were like, oh yeah, that's so cool.
It almost relaxes them. Like even Dean, when he came up here, he asked producer Drew if he could curse.
Okay.
First of all, I don't even know if that seems like you've never seen an episode before.
Well, I know how YouTube is getting and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. We did talk about that. But it is funny because you want them to relax. So even those people are like, they want to see in the first 10 seconds how professional is this interview? Like, how is this going to go? Can I curse? Can I say I sucked off Big Dick Nick? Like that,
which people did. That's very true.
They did say that. So definitely check it out. Do you have any other final thoughts before we get into some segments where Dean just joined the show as a third man on the show?
Yeah, third man on the show.
Third man on the show. Or second man on the show.
You talking about you? Not me.
Any last thoughts, Paul?
No, I just think it was a really cool experience. Definitely look for it in the future. We're doing a lot more videos. Have a video coming out next week. We started Testing Lab. We've hyped up Testing Lab. We're even drinking some of the alcohols that we've tested on the show already. Those episodes will come out in the future, maybe next week, 2 weeks. I'm drinking a Bud Light Seltzer Sour. Get my thoughts on it. We'll talk about it in a show coming soon. But doing more Man on the Street videos. Check out our YouTube. We're posting a lot more content on there.
I want Dean to try this, but I don't want to spoil the Testing Lab.
Yeah, because that's a really good flavor. And you have
all right, I'm going to ask him to drink this and then see what he thinks it tastes like. All right, so here we go.
Here's
started off. I'm not big on the seltzers.
So this is a Truly.
You drink Trulies all the time.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you used to.
I don't know.
This guy.
That's
his first lie on camera is that he doesn't drink Trulies.
He's like, I don't drink seltzers.
I know what you're getting at.
He's like, I'm a man. I don't drink seltzers. It's a Truly margarita. I forget what's this flavor called again?
This is the hibiscus, strawberry hibiscus. But what comes to mind when you drink that?
Like, is there a flavor that you thought of, like, kind of?
I thought pomegranate when I drank it.
All right, now I'm gonna do it again. I gotta tell.
You gotta do it again.
It doesn't. It tastes exactly like a fruit roll up. So have that in your mind. Have that in your mind, and now drink it now. Tell me that's not a fruit roll-up.
It's wild.
It's
Isn't it?
exactly
It's
the same.
wild.
It's
Yeah.
exactly like a fruit roll-up. So kids
Yeah.
out there, because your Make-A-Wish friends are out there watching. So if you want to try
What is
some
going
fruit-
on? What is going on?
If you want to watch, drink some a drink that tastes like fruit roll-ups, go ahead and try this out. Maybe I'll get Dean a pack to bring home to the other kids.
That's a
Producer
little.
Drew, I saw you laughing at that, by the
Well,
way.
this is the thing with producer Drew. He likes dark comedy.
He does.
Like he has a very dark anything that has to do with killing people, penises, or anything sexual. He's
You'll
big
see
on
him
that.
laughing in the background. For
All
sure.
right, so let's get into some topics here. So
Let's
we got
do it,
Dean on
baby.
the set, first solo guest on the show. We're gonna go down just a couple party stories. I think there's 3 big ones that we have to address. We've addressed a couple of them on the show, but Dean feels like he was misled and his perception on the story is completely different on how we tell it.
That's true.
So the first story, all 3 of us are there for all the stories. So we went to Atlantic City for whose birthday was that, Paul? Was that your birthday?
I think it was my birthday or Sean's birthday. It was one of because we're both December babies, so it was in December, early December. I'm not positive, but we were there for a birthday.
And we went to Wild West, which is probably, you guys think that's the best attraction? I don't know, it's not attraction. but-
Attraction. I think it just looks, it's different, and you can feel that the vibe is great, especially with that there's like a very large open, I guess, like dance floor area where they can set up a very large band right next to both of the bars, and you could be in the casino playing while listening, so like to the band as they play.
Yeah.
That's why I like that atmosphere.
Just the atmosphere is so much better. So spaced out, too.
Yeah.
So you're not on top of other people the whole time. It's a good spot.
And they also have like those touchpad roulettes that I love. They have them like spread out there. That's why I like.
That's like all we did.
So we'll get to the touchpad roulette
Okay.
later in the
Yeah.
story. But the problem was we went to Wild West, we weren't staying there, so we had to find a ride back. We were in college at the time,
Yeah.
So we
Couple
were
years ago.
didn't have a lot of money, so we were cheap on figuring out rides. So an Uber cost a lot to go back to your other hotel. So Dean constructed an Uber draft.
Why
where
are
we
you
had-
the one telling the story?
where we only had 4 or 5 seats, and Dean had a draft with 2 captains on
I'm
who
the
got to
guest
come
here.
back in the Uber. Is
It
that
was
not true?
your- No. Okay. So what happened is we were sitting at that touchpad roulette
Okay.
when you came out of nowhere.
What?
Am I right or am I right?
Came out,
And
what do you
you
mean
started
nowhere?
saying we need to figure out how we're going to get back because we're on the other side of Atlantic City.
Okay.
Then he says, "Let's just do an Uber drive."
I never said
You're such a liar. And,
I
and,
never-
and our buddy Sean, I know he's been on the show a couple times. He wasn't with us at the time.
He was at the craps
Yeah,
table.
he was at the craps like machine. It wasn't even a craps table. But you went the whole draft without drafting him.
Paul wasn't drafted either.
I wasn't drafted either.
I didn't come up with the draft. I think it was 2
No,
girls that
you
were there
were
that were
one-
going to leave unnamed.
No,
Well, here's the thing.
was
So there
you.
There was
It was
like
you.
however many people it was. I think it was maybe like 8 or 10 people, and the idea was that you could only fit like a couple, like 6 or 7 in a car.
Yeah.
So
Not even
people
5.
knew that no matter with our group, somebody was going to get left behind. So what they were doing is being super secretive. Because I wasn't a part of the draft. I was undrafted player. I was an undrafted player, and they were like, we have to go in, and basically we have to leave people behind. But guess what? We're not going to be rude about it. So let's just make a draft. We'll be in charge because we realized before they did that someone's getting
I
left.
remember
They did not try to figure out a solution to leaving with all their friends. They found like a little loophole. They said, you know what? I'll be fine. Let's do this draft.
What's
The thing
funny is
about the thing about me is I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong.
Me too.
And I was wrong.
I
in
keep
this
it
situation.
authentic with the
I
thing.
was wrong in this situation. He came up with it though. So really,
I
I'm
know
not
for
the main.
sure this
I'm
was
like
not
the
my
side
idea.
bad guy. I'm like Starscream, Megatron, not Megatron.
All right.
Yeah, Megatron.
I don't really remember because it was 3 a.m. and I was smacked up. But an Uber draft does sound pretty creative where only I could think of something like that. But at the same time, I don't think I was a captain. Like, I don't think I was one
You had the
selecting
first
them.
pick too. I don't know how you come up with the game ending first pick. But.
All I remember is that
happened?
I was not drafted, and I remember seeing all of my friends leave the casino.
That's what I was going to bring up.
Like I'm literally playing at the roulette table. I turn around, literally like 6 of my friends all up the escalator. No one wants to tell me what the hell's going on. So what do? I just start running after them. I end up jumping in one of the Ubers. Surprise, surprise! Everyone's like, "Oh shit, Paul, what are you doing here? You're not part of the draft."
Uber guy got mad. He's like, well, we don't have enough room for you. Paul's like, no, we'll make enough room. We're good. We're good. We're good.
I was not getting left by myself. I see everyone leaving. And now that I think about it, it was my birthday. Because I remember, I was like, it's literally my birthday. Why the fuck was I not drafted?
And what's fucked up, but even worse about the story is that since you came with us, there was only one person left.
So then, because yeah, as Ryan said, I squeezed in the Uber, and the Uber driver was obviously not happy about it.
Yeah.
That left one person out of the 9 of us
in Atlantic City, college kid by himself
at like 3
hammered.
in the morning. Yeah.
Had to
Well, at least
figure
you
out-
were informed and were able to make it inside the Uber.
What I'm getting from this
Sean.
story, final thoughts, is that the story is still unsolved. And no one's going to know what
It's-
happened
well,
that night unless we go back and check the
I
cameras
made it
while
clear.
away.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
We're good. We made it back safe. If something happened to Sean, then that would have been a whole different
Yeah,
issue.
he made it back safe, Sean Brody. That's
the
all that
same-
matters.
That's the same night you try and frame me for.
Well, that's what we're going to come to next here. So we're going back into the hotel room. And in hotels and casinos, they have a lot of floors, right? They're like 40-some floors, 50-some floors. So the elevator can't always go up straight from the ground floor to floor 50. So what happens is you have to get off halfway and get into another elevator to
Or
go all the
there's-
way up.
There's different elevators. So like there might be an elevator for floor 1 to 20, and then an elevator for floor 30 to 50.
Oh, so it's not that the elevator can't make
You
it
can't.
up.
No, they don't make you get off the elevator. They're
We
like,
can
oh,
build
sorry.
we can build spaceships, but we can't get an elevator to go up another 10 floors. But what happens? It's like 3:30 in the morning. We're getting back maybe 4 in the morning, and then as we're getting we're all hammered. We're all shit faced. We all should be done. We're all broke. We have no more money left. And then as we're switching those elevators to get to the other one, to get to our floor, Dean goes, "Come on, Rye, let's go back down and gamble. I mean, let's go do it." You know me, I'm yes man, never say no to a good time. So I ended up going. So we sit down at the roulette table. This is where it gets bad. So we sit down at the roulette table. I'm sitting next to Dean at the touchpad roulette. All I have is a $100 bill. I go, "Dean, do you have change for a $100 bill?" No. So not only did he cost me sleep that night, he cost me $100 because I lost $100. I had to put the $100 bill
You had
into
to.
the
That's-
roulette.
He had to do it.
Yeah.
What do you mean he had to do
So
it?
his-
There were bars in
well,
there.
we-
Go
we-
up to the bar, get some change. He didn't want to
It's
do
your
that.
fault.
Okay, so he very
We just
logical.
got done saying that we're college kids. We don't have that much money.
If you never opened your mouth, I would have been sleeping in my bed. And then if you had change for 100, I wouldn't have put a $100
You
bill
know how
in.
much money I put in the machine? $20.
Well, maybe you owe me $100.
I don't know anything.
Yes,
literally.
I didn't grab your hand and put it in.
Literally,
You practically did.
last week on the show, we talked about how alcohol influences bad decisions, and that's a perfect explanation. You're blaming him. You should blame yourself.
But if we remove,
should not be blaming him.
remove Dean from that scenario, I'm waking up the next morning well rested with a $100 bill in my pocket. But no, Dean's got to be. The problem with him is he can
And
never.
nobody forced you to go down either.
The problem is
I
Dean,
said, do you want to go down? You said, yeah. You
What's-
could have said,
what's
no. I'm
actually
still
funny,
going
'cause
down
you-
by myself.
You've told the story before. I remember like being in the elevator and seeing the conversation happen. Like I remember not hearing it, but it's so funny when you talk about it. I'm like, I can literally visualize where I was in the elevator, seeing him grab you to go back on the casino floor.
the funny thing about this, and Paul, you can
There
attest
was
to
no
this.
grabbing. There was no grabbing.
No, I mean like he was
No,
like,
it
come
was
on,
grabbing.
come on,
It was-
come on.
He
He's like, come on,
tackled
man.
me actually. If we find the
Well,
footage.
no, Dean is one of those guys though, and I love him, but this is what happens. Dean's one of those guys where, as we talk about,
I was gonna
right,
say this to you.
we, life's a party, right? Like we're supposed to be. He's one of those guys that would say that to us, where if we say, "Hey, we're not drinking tonight," or "Hey, it's 2:30 in the morning, we're leaving," Dean's like, "Come on, bro, you can't stay up till 4. You come on, you want to leave?" Like Dean's one of those guys who
Yeah.
just doesn't want the party to end.
No, he
Bro.
stays up till
Still
like
that
8 in
way.
the morning. Just I don't even know
I mean,
what
it's
do you
not-
do at that time?
You know what? You did New Year's resolution last week. That's my New Year's resolution. Go to bed earlier.
I don't know. No, life's a party. I feel like we should be taking more of that from you. Because I
getting
like
old.
that. It's just, it's hard for me to stay up at 4.
Nothing good happens after 1.
It's very true. Nothing good happens after 8 p.m. So that's that story, I guess. I mean, so what I'm taking away from that story is that Dean still owes me $100.
No, you
so,
blend things and try and point somebody else out to be the bad guy when it's all you.
So here we go, Paul. What are we gonna talk about next?
Our next story, we dove into it a little bit, but is a story that we were all a part of. And this was our senior year prom weekend. So we all went to high school together. Dean was a buddy of ours in high school. And what we used to do with our high school was that really cool. For our prom weekend, we would do the prom, and then that weekend we went down to the Jersey Shore. Now we would rent out an entire motel, which I think is really cool. There's a bunch of different stories where people either they get a house with like 25 people, or they maybe rent out like a couple hotel room or a hotel floor. But we did a whole motel, which was really cool, open like outside, like super great, right? Well, they have normal rooms that fit 4 people. And then they have rooms that fit like 8, maybe like 8 people.
They're called apartments.
Apartments, right? But important to the story. They're called apartments. And we fit, I think, 10 people in that apartment, maybe meant for maybe 6 or 8 or whatever it was. And
Was Dean in our room?
yeah, Dean was in our room.
Just want to make sure he was.
Okay.
In our room.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I mean, we'll get. I just want to make sure he was in our room. I wasn't remember very
yes,
clearly.
yes. No, good.
Okay,
Good call. So
good.
Dean was a part of the apartment, and usually you stay like 2 nights. You know, we go down Friday night after the prom, and then you stay there Saturday, Sunday. You drink all day. You're with your friends outside. It's a really, really good time, memorable time for high school students.
Very
right?
illegal.
Yeah, very illegal. Yes, very
But
illegal.
fun, but illegal.
But super fun. You're drinking all day for like 3 days with all your friends from high school. Well, what happened to us is our first night, we went a little too hard.
Yes.
We went a little too hard, and
It was getting boring. The night was getting boring. And you know me, life's a party. That's why we did the podcast.
what we
Life's
do.
a party.
That's
Life's
what we
always a
do.
party. It was getting boring. So I was like, you know what? Let me tweet out to everyone a party in apartment 5. Got a lot of likes, got a lot of retweets. Next thing you know, the whole hotel was in our apartment 5.
You tweeted that.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, they were doing the
Did you
point
tweet that?
Put
Did
your
you
finger down.
tweet that?
What do you mean? All right, so then, long story short, a lot of shit went down. People were puking in the sinks. People were knocking down frames. Some people broke door hinges.
that's true. Or the bed frames. There were some bed frames broken as well.
We had chicks taking baths
Don't
in our.
point at me for
We
that
had
one.
chicks in our bath, flooding the apartment, like
That's-
literally flooding it.
That's very true. Yep, we did.
So what happened was meter cops came into our room and they kicked us out.
We had about 2 meter cops from Wildwood, New Jersey, came into the room and basically said, all right, who's living here? Everyone get out. Everyone done. And so after one night, we paid for 3 nights there or whatever it was. After one night, apartment 5 was done. And the thing was, that happened at like 11 o'clock at night. So 11 o'clock at night, we live about maybe what, like an hour and a half away? An hour and a half away. So at 11 o'clock at night, you have like 9 of us, I think 9 of us, all on the street of this Wildwood, in front of this motel room, waiting for our parents to come pick us up. They had to drive an hour and a half at like literally, I think they picked us up at 1 o'clock in the morning to argue with the people running the motel to be like, yo, why did you kick these, 18-year-old kids out?
All right, after I tell you guys this, I want you to revisit the past 2 stories and see if you actually believe the kid on the couch.
Enough of this.
So-
what is going on here?
So
You
Dean,
two
as
tell
I,
the story.
as I referenced earlier, Paul said that we got apartment people, and I asked, was Dean in that apartment? Yes.
He was. Yes, he was.
The meter cops came in, and they kicked out everyone who was living in that apartment.
Apartment 5, which included all 3 of us.
Dean proceeded to hide in the motel so that he didn't have to get kicked out. So Dean, I mean, that's he's breaking bro code there. He hid. I would love to hear his thoughts because we really don't talk about this.
To start my rebuttal, if you went to Sterling, you know that there is a rule. If you're in an apartment, the party's not in your apartment. Okay, you let the other people do.
That's
You
true.
decided to tweet out to everybody in the motel, come to the apartment, let's have a party. You
Yeah.
started it.
Yeah, but you knew what you were signing up
Secondly-
for. You were in the room.
Secondly-
You got to hold yourself accountable with the rest
I
of us.
wasn't even in the room the whole time.
That's
what's
we had
huge.
2 people who left who were on the boardwalk when it happened.
That's true. All of our roommates weren't even in the room as we got kicked out. They returned with like pizza, being like, "Oh, yo, bro, you gotta leave." They're like, "What the hell did I do?"
We're like, you got to come back and pack up. Well, we just got kicked out.
The next point I want to make
All right, so it is.
is why did I not go up to every single person who was in that room and say, we can stay. This is going to be a quick thing. They don't actually need us to leave. We can all hide. And you all decided, nah,
The problem-
we're done. We're done. We got to go home. Instead of just sticking it out, we had people that were willing to hide us.
The problem here is though, right?
I went back up
like,
there the next morning with my wristband. She was like, "Oh, you're good. Go ahead." I was
like-
sleeping in
These
room
attitudes like
after room.
Anne Frank. Like, what? We had people willing to hide us.
Well, let's go back to high school. We paid how much to be in this? $250.
Yeah, we paid a lot.
Senior year, last year of high school. Tell me if you wouldn't do the same thing.
I agree.
But the problem is we all couldn't hide.
That's the
Like,
thing.
there had to be someone who'd been set as an example.
If you have 10 people, right, and 1 or 2 hide, yeah, as the chaos is going on, it might be easy to slip that by. But if all of a sudden you kicked out 10 people and then you can't find the 10 people, there's going to be a manhunt going on. Like, they're going to find you, and then everyone's done.
On the ride home, we're like, hold up, where the fuck is Dean? where is he at? He's back there. He's like partying still the weekend.
Never
That
forget, Devon
motherfucker.
Tucker. I want to shout out Devon Tucker. He's the one who
thanks.
helped me out the best. If you're watching this, love you, brother.
Truly unreal. I mean, after those couple stories, you realize not to party with Dean. I think that's the memo we're
No,
getting. here.
you're twisting the first one. The second one
What?
is just I don't know.
The third story
I'm
just
getting
shows
attacked.
your true character.
Why am I getting attacked?
We're not getting attacked. We're talking about stories that happen with us, and it just so happens that you should be attacked. The final thing, Punta Cana.
Yeah.
I don't know where you want to take this, Paul.
Well, just a story. I mean, a really cool vacation that we all three of us did was
With your friends, yeah.
Yeah, with your friends. We did. I think it was the summer before we turned 21. I think maybe we were 19 years old or something like
We
that.
picked Punta Cana because we weren't 21.
Yeah.
It's like, where can we go to drink?
We had about 8 or 9 people. I remember. I think it was like 8 people, and it was our best friends from high school. And we all decided, hey, let's go to an all-inclusive resort. Let's do a vacation like as a group of bros, just go and have fun. And it definitely was one of the best like vacations.
Bros.
Bros. Why? What's going on?
Well, some people they don't get kicked out with you. They hide. And so the bros.
What is going on?
The bros.
I don't know.
The bros leave together.
Maybe he just has some beef. I'm cool. I mean, we're past it.
All right, Punta Cana.
But Punta Cana is just a really good time. I think definitely an experience that we've talked about where just like going on vacation with your friends. And it sucks too because we've talked about doing it again, right? Where it's just so hard now too as you get older. You have people get jobs. People are, the money. What's crazy is when you're younger, the money's the issue. And then it's like the time is fine. But as you get older, it's kind of the reversal where money's not the issue. Everyone works. Everyone does their stuff. And they can, if they really want to have the vacation, they can afford it. They're like, okay, it's not a big deal. I can afford it. It's a once in a lifetime thing. Like we're only this age once, but it's more of like finding a schedule that works for everyone. So I just agree. Like, I don't know, do a vacation with your friends.
So fun. I think to this day, it's still probably the best week of my life.
Man, I'm just trying to think where we start here.
The story, the biggest story with Dean is, which I think we've talked about it. What's good to get his perspective on this is that it's an all-inclusive resort. You know where I'm going?
No,
I know where he's going.
But it's an all-inclusive resort. There's buffets, whatever. You don't ever have to like make reservations. You don't ever have to.
Oh, this is terrible. Don't do this.
You don't ever have to make
Don't do
reservations or
this.
do anything. I remember the first night. We didn't really know what's going on. I think we stayed there for 5 or 6 days or whatever it was. And I remember we're at the pool, we're just chilling, and then Dean comes back and he's like, "Guys, yo."
This is a terrible story.
He's like, "Guys, yo, I talked to somewhere, I talked this big game. Basically what happened is I got us a really cool reservation at this nice restaurant. They're gonna set up the table. They're gonna set up the table for us. It's gonna be really cool. Like,
Get dressed nice, meet me in the lobby at 6. Like it was that kind of excitement for this.
It really was, and it was our first night at the resort. We didn't really know what the hell was going on. We pull up to the place where Dean was the nice reservation. We had lunch there. Like it was literally the place that every single meal we will have for the course of those 6 days will be in that spot. There was nothing special about it.
They just put balloons and shit on our table.
They just put like a nice little thing on the table.
It was my first experience with going somewhere else, right?
That's true. Okay.
So when you meet the people there, they're just so full of life.
Energy. They want to be nice to you. They were trying to
The
give
guy
you...
is just giving me, those great Mama Juana shots out of that milk jug.
And we talked about,
And I'm
talked
taking
about that
them.
too.
And he just fucking ran it in my head. Like, we have to do a reservation at the buffet where everybody can sit.
He's like, come back tonight. I'll have a reservation for you, ready to go. And that's the thing. Coming from a guy who convinced you, right, who made an alcoholic drink, like a shot, that he was pouring out of a milk jug. And we've said it where, honestly, I was at breakfast with you one day. It was like you, me, and Dan. And we had breakfast, and we got the waiter that you loved. He
Dan wasn't
loved
there.
you.
Yeah,
What?
Dan wasn't there.
Oh, who am I talking? Who am I thinking of?
Probably Tom, because
It was Tom. It was Tom. Yeah. Okay. So me and Tom, and we were there at the breakfast, and it was that guy. Like that's the problem with if you go to all-inclusive resorts. If you make really good friends with the work staff, they'll make you pay for it. They're gonna that's the thing, because we were at that breakfast, and because they knew us and they were friends with us, they were trying to serve us really strong alcoholic drinks, and that was one of them. It was Mama Juana shots made out of a milk jug, or in a milk jug, and what happened was we would be sitting there. He would go like behind his little door or wherever the hostess table was or whatever it was, kind of look around and be like, okay, cool. No one's watching him, and then grab the milk jug. That should be a sign to not drink what is ever in that jug.
No, don't listen to that. If you're ever at a resort and there's a guy with a milk jug and it has Mama Juana in it, you take the shot.
One of our friends got Mama Juana and brought it home.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, so
this is homemade Mama.
What's crazy
By the
is
local.
Had the good.
the Mama Juana sits in wood. I think that's the craziest shit in the
Wood
world.
chips.
Like wood chips are in the bottle, and it just sits there. I think it gives it like flavor.
What's funny is the bartenders would just always get hammered.
That's the
Like
best.
they were drinking with you. I think the one guy got fired while we were there
And
drinking.
you did the one guy's job for him. He would be out there at 9 a.m. taking the bar stools down for the.
Yeah, I
guy
got there
opening up the
early. Me
bar.
and Vin got there early, and I think I said this on the show is that we would help set the bar stools down.
It's
One
like-
time I didn't even know. I just get caught up and just chilling at the bar. I was sitting there drinking for like 4 hours. I get up, I fell down at the poolside. We had one friend that threw up in the pool. We had one friend that got
I was
cut.
out at 2 o'clock that night.
What?
That day I was out at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's because Dean likes to
back
make
up.
friends with people, and then like as soon as he makes friends in 10 seconds, he then trusts them with his life.
Well,
I don't know what kind of mentality or strategy that is, but I don't think it's a good one.
or something. This is what I remember too. Or something that Dean does. He just loves to make arguments with people that don't mean anything. I remember the first night we were at a luau and we were on the beach. It was like a beach bar. And do you know where I'm going or no?
What, the guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this guy, we're at this beach bar or whatever. He's like, oh,
Such
the
a
guy.
jerk-off, dude.
We were at this bar and I remember, I don't know, it was some. Do you know?
What was the word? What was the...
Salute? Like,
No. The guy. So
Like they
Dean,
say you...
Dean like met
Medicone. You don't know what medicone means. It's gay in Brazilian or
Oh yeah,
Portuguese,
he was
whatever
a
the
Brazil
language
guy.
is.
He was from Brazil.
Yeah. So me and this guy are arguing about soccer. We were gonna go play soccer on the beach one-on-one.
That's what it was.
One-on-one.
He was like arguing.
Mano
and
y mano.
And the only thing this guy knew how to say to me was that I'm a medicone. It was calling me gay, basically, and I was getting kind of pissed off, so I wanted to play him. Anyway, I wake up in the morning, and I hardly remember the whole thing happens. I'm sitting at the bar with him and Vin, and he walks up to me, and because I was calling him medicone back the whole time. I knew
you're
it meant
gay. No,
you're gay. I'm gay. But
We're all
he walks
gay.
up and he taps me on the shoulder and he points at his ring finger and it has a wedding band on it. And he points and looks at my face and says, "Medicone."
That was it.
And then he turns and looks to his wife. His wife walks over to me, who's hot, by the way, taps me on the shoulder, points to her finger, points at me, medicone, and they both walk away laughing. I was like, what the hell is going on?
That's some true love right there. They're just picking on the American dude.
Well, it's just like
God.
we did find out that those like foreigners were like a little mean.
Well, yeah. I mean,
You know what?
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't think we're gonna-
they don't love Americans.
Like, yeah. because-
Yeah, because if you looked at us as a unit, you're like, those kids are assholes.
Yeah, if you walk, there was like 8 of us just walking around. But here's the thing too, and as you said, I mean, the people we connected with, we found a couple. It was a couple on their honeymoon who recently just got married, and they were hanging with us like the whole time.
Yeah,
And
well, they were
loved
from
us.
Philly, too.
Yeah, they were. So you find people who you like, and then some people just want to, fight with you.
Best part about the trip to this day
I don't know what this is.
was Sean on the last night, I have to say.
When he got
That's
cut
far.
off at the club?
Yeah, because he fooled me. He
Oh,
tricked me.
I actually don't know the story, so this is the last thing we'll talk about. What is the story? He wanted you to go back in and get him a drink or something?
I'm sitting in the club with Luz, if you know who that is, you know that.
I don't know who loses.
I do. I remember who it is. Just continue. We don't
All
have to
right,
talk about
well,
Americano.
anyway, he comes up to me and he, I'm trying to talk to somebody and he comes up to me and asks me to get him a drink at the bar.
Okay.
This is the last night. Why do I have to get you a drink at the bar?
Were you
We've
like
been here for
standing
4
next
days.
to the bar?
No, I wasn't even close to
I think Dean was outside of the club. He was like
Yeah,
outside.
But
yeah.
you all went to sleep because it was like 2 a.m. And he needs me to get a drink, needs me to get him a drink at the bar. And I finally am like, all right, I'll get you a drink at the bar. And I thought the whole time, because he was telling me, I feel awkward like going up to the bar and getting a drink. We've been there for 3 days. Why?
Like, why are you?
Here he is,
why are
cut
you
off
weird
by
about it?
every single open bar in the entire resort.
Yo, Dean, can you drive me 5 minutes away? I need a beer and I can't get it at this all-inclusive resort because I've been cut off at every bar station here.
That's just saying something clearly, right? If you're cut off at an all-inclusive, it means to stop.
It's time to go to bed.
I
Time
need
to
to,
go to
I
bed.
need to do
No
something.
more Mama Llama.
I need to do something all-inclusive again. Like a cruise is good.
Yeah.
You just go up and get ice cream and pretzel and pizza whenever you want. Go get a drink. You got the wristband. I need to go back to an all-inclusive.
So,
place.
so
Cruises
Dean,
aren't really all inclusive.
yeah, you were shaking your
Well, you
head.
get,
Why?
you get like packages.
We went on a cruise last year
Oh yeah,
Neither of you wanted to go.
Well, that's good.
I wanted to go.
After
I was
hearing these
cut
stories,
out,
do you guys
yeah.
blame me for not going to Dean to a vacation?
They all claim that they like it. All the rest of our friends that it was just as good, but it wasn't even close.
No?
It just because you don't get the atmosphere of meeting new people because it's all people from Americans.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't meet I don't know. It's not cool.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
In my opinion, they all claim.
You'd rather scream Americano back and forth to a guy.
Metacone, yeah. I want to go on the beach when I want.
Our next segment here, we're moving on from the drunk stories, and this is something I feel like we played many, many times when we were drunk with Dean, and this is a little game that we like to call.
Should we say marry, smash, kill?
Yes, we should.
All right, we'll say marry, smash, kill. Obviously, smash means
Whatever you think it means.
wink,
you know?
wink. But he's big on celebrity crushes. Like, he's really a fanboy for celebrities. No, you were. At least you were.
At least growing up, dude, I mean, it was constantly like, oh, dude, she's the best. She's so hot.
For me, though, I think it's kind of weird how people are so, like, engulfed in celebrity shit, you know?
They're just normal people.
Yeah, they're just normal people that are actually good at something, or they're good at something, or they're just got lucky one time. It's just, I find it so weird when people stalk celebrities and they're trying to get a picture with them. And I know this kid on TikTok goes up to all the TikTokers and stalks them just to get a picture with them. It's like, I'm not like that mentally with celebrities,
Yeah,
you know?
I feel that. No.
But we're going to do smash, kill, marry, celebrities, all chicks, no Americano here. So let's get into it. First one is, we'll all give our own answers. So first
Okay.
one is Emma Watson, Anna Kendrick, and Emma Stone. Smash, marry, kill. Which one is it going to be?
Killing Emma Stone.
I'm killing Emma Stone too.
She's
She's big on cigs, right?
I don't know
Well,
about that, but
You're into that shit. Like, you need to smoke cigs in order for Dean to like you.
What I think is crazy is about all.
I'm 2 years clean, and this is how you treat.
Oh, I'm just saying. Emma Stone's the kill because I think she's in this.
She's the one celebrity I don't understand how people are so into her.
I
don't
think,
get it.
well, I remember, not gonna lie, I remember talking to you about her before, and I think it was because you're not a fan of redheads, right?
No, that's not true.
You're not a fan. Are you? Well, you're a fan of
Is
redheads?
she even naturally a redhead?
Yeah, I think she is. At
I
least
don't
all
think
her
she
movies,
is.
like everything she's
No,
ever
it's
been
something
in.
with her mouth. I'm sorry. I
What?
don't like it.
It is kind of weird though because I don't think she's that attractive either. No hard feelings.
No,
Emma Stone.
here's the thing though. All the women on this list, beautiful women.
Yes,
We would love all of them, honestly.
but decisions have to be made.
that's true. We're
Lines
playing
have
a
to be
game
drawn
here.
in the sand.
We're playing a game for sure.
All right. Well,
So Paul, are you killing Emma Stone or you gonna
No,
smash her or
probably. I'm
something?
I'm killing Anna Kendrick.
You're killing her.
I wasn't a big fan of what are those movies called? Pitch Perfect.
I mean, me neither, but
Not a big fan of those movies.
the first Pitch Perfect.
I mean,
was
I actually
amazing.
do
She
like
got a
Pitch
little
Perfect.
annoying, like her voice. Not a big fan. Obviously, love all these women, but if one's got to go, Anna Kendrick.
See, I think I'm marrying.
I'm
Anna.
marrying Anna Kendrick.
Oh
And
no,
I'm
I'm marrying
smashing.
Emma Watson. Harry Potter.
So when I'm smashing Emma Watson, are we doing like Harry Potter role play? Like, is that a thing?
Honestly, whatever floats your boat.
Say Dumbledore. Say Dumbledore.
Yeah, is this current
let me
or
go
is this
stop.
is this current or in their prime?
Hit me with a curse. Hit me with a curse. Hit me with a spell.
Whatever you want it to be. Prom. I guess prom. You can do prom.
Okay.
Wait, was she dating
That's my
Harry
answer.
Potter in the
No,
movie?
No,
Emma
Did
Watson.
she ever date him in the movie?
no. I don't think in the movie she was with Ron. The
Ron
character
Weasley?
Ron. Yeah, Ron Weasley.
Well, here's my thing. So the smash is just a one-time thing, but the marry, you're basically picking to marry because you like their personality, and then you get to smash multiple times.
That's a correct statement. Yeah, it's a great way to look at it.
All right, I'm down, Anna Kendrick. Let's have a little sing-off, get down. So me and Dean have the same answers, don't we?
Pretty much
Okay.
the same. Yeah.
All right, so there we go. Next one, Paul.
Next one we got here: 3 women: Jessica Alba, Scarlett Johansson, and Margot Robbie.
Well, Dean could go first because I think Jessica Alba is like his to die for celebrity.
Jessica Alba is the best of all time.
The best of all time. What?
Dean,
Just looking?
Dean was like
She
a,
is the,
he was
Cleopatra.
like,
I don't know. I don't know.
no.
what you're
Well, here's the
talking
thing. He was like
It's the hottest ever.
He was a 10-year-old kid. He saw Fantastic Four and it was over. He was like, what is it? Invisible Woman, Jessica Alba.
about. I don't really know her movies, to be honest.
I think we were just
Well,
too
she
young.
was never really that.
Not a big movie star though.
No,
But I thought she was very popular when she got.
was a
in
model.
movies. Yeah, yeah. I think more model-esque than like movie star for sure.
I'm probably gonna kill Jessica Alba.
No, you're not.
I probably am too. Actually.
What the hell is going on? What is going on
I
here?
agree.
I am marrying Margot Robbie.
No, Scarlett Johansson. I'm marrying Scarlett Johansson. Margot
Come on,
Robbie.
Paul. Dean, we saw this. She's an Avenger. We saw this coming from a mile away.
100%.
Paul be like,
I'm
put your
killing-
suit on, honey,
I'm-
while you eat dinner.
I'm killing Scarlett Johansson.
Because she's a redhead. That's why.
No,
Dude, he
what are
hates
you
redheads.
talking
He
about?
hates
What are
redheads,
you
bro.
talking
We're
about?
gonna just continue
Paul's
this
getting
list.
defensive on the redheads.
But I think I'm gonna marry Jessica Alba because I want it forever.
Okay.
You want what
Margot
forever?
Robbie. Would
Wait,
be
he wants
nice
what
to want.
forever?
He just wants her.
I
He
just
loves
want
her.
it
I
forever.
smash her forever.
I just
If you marry him, you smash him forever.
I just want to smash her. Nothing about her personality, nothing about her movies. I just want it so I can smash her forever.
But Dean, no, what I love, Dean is one of those people where it was like when we were younger, he would be like, you know what? I let Jessica Alba like punch me in the face. Like I let her kick me. I let her like.
she could fart on me.
She could. She could fart on me. I'd be fine. You know.
Girls don't fart.
I'm Team Margot Robbie. I'm marrying her.
So I'm
Killing
gonna-
Jessica Alba, and then I'll
But
smash.
to go to your like in
Scarlett.
character, take a Margot Robbie from Wolf of Wall Street all day.
Well, is that just? Yeah,
I
but
think
that
that's what
character-
boosts me
but
in,
no,
in the marry.
Yeah. Mary? No, I think her character in that film's literally crazy. So I could see where like, but she's ridiculously hot though. So it's like I could see where she's the smash. Scarlett Johansson, absolutely Avenger, wifey material, and then Jessica Alba, you just don't need that in your life.
Come on,
I don't
Harley
know
Quinn.
what the hell
Harley-
you guys
dude,
are
You
Harley
could
saying.
have Harley Quinns on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like that's
Not
dope.
for dude. Literally, you're picking two roles that she's done. Who she basically is a psychopath. Both of those roles. You're like, I just want to be. You're basically saying you want a girl to ruin you. You know how guys are like, I'll let you ruin my life. That's what you are right now.
Yeah, sure. Can we go back on Emma Stone real quick? It is funny how Dean said that, but like she does play the role of like the it girl, like the Jessica
She does.
Alba.
Yeah. Well.
Which it's just look at the two of them and then tell them.
She's in La La Land. That's a
You, like,
like a
took
love
over for
story.
Jessica.
You're thinking of Superbad.
Super bad.
Yeah. Or Easy A.
She plays that same
All
role.
those
which is-
roles. Yeah. Those like hot roles. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Dean, you want to introduce this one? Or you don't have your paper.
I don't have the paper on me.
Next one. Okay, I'll do the next one. Just real
Why
quick.
don't you have your paper? I
So
told you.
this was a.
No, they told me to get rid of it. You both told me to get rid of
I
it.
remember this girl. Dean was actually the person who introduced me to this girl growing up because I didn't know who this actress was.
You met her.
I did not meet her.
Oh,
No.
okay.
But this is Kristen Bell. You have Vanessa Hudgens and Anne Hathaway.
Kristen Bell, Marion, easy. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's a great movie. She's she's great. in that.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall is probably my favorite comedy.
I still haven't seen it, and Dean just yells at me every time I say I haven't seen it.
Well, both of you. You with that,
I've
him
seen
with
that.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
Every time I get drunk with Dean, he gets so mad because I'm a huge Avengers fan. Dean doesn't love superheroes that much, and he like begs me to watch Lord of the Rings, and I just keep pushing it off.
Oh, whatever.
Ryan, for you, what are your?
I'm gonna
three?
marry Kristen Bell. Who are you marrying, Paul?
Marrying probably Vanessa Hudgens.
See, I'm smashing Vanessa.
Just one and done.
Here's my thing. I probably am smashing Vanessa Hudgens, but Anne Hathaway has this kind of weird, like very weird sexiness.
Have you ever? Well, have you seen?
Or it's like maybe I'll smash that.
You've seen Batman or The Dark Knight Rises. She's Catwoman. She's super
Seen the
sexy.
I
in
mean,
that.
Dark
I'm
Knight.
killing her. Princess Diaries, great movie. But she does have a weird sexiness to her. It's very weird. I don't know how to describe it, but
I agree.
I'm gonna kill her off. So
Yeah,
sorry.
That's what I did.
I would. So I would. I'd probably. No. Yeah, I'd probably marry Vanessa Hudgens, smash Kristen Bell, kill Anne Hathaway. That's my three.
You don't get the Kristen Bell like thing until you watch Forgetting Sarah.
I do.
No,
She's-
because no.
Forgetting
let me go
Sarah
to-
Marshall is her hottest movie.
Couples Retreat. She's good looking at that, but that's
Yeah,
like an
she
older
is,
movie,
but-
too.
Well,
Forgetting
couples.
Sarah Marshall.
Oh, I think.
Forgetting Sarah
I
Marshall
feel like
came
those
out
two
before that.
movies are actually super similar
Couples Retreat.
because
and
they're both
Forgetting
like
Sarah.
island related couple
Yeah,
movies,
but one
aren't
was
they?
poorly done.
Couples Retreat's a good movie.
No, it's not.
All right, I think we have one more.
Yeah. Last one here.
Go ahead, Paul.
We have Mila Kunis, Megan Fox, Selena Gomez.
I think this is like the
This is
most
the-
overrated group of all time.
This is the easiest one by far.
I
Well,
think
they're all brunettes.
I think
and
they're
I feel
all
like they're
overrated.
all the classic, very hot characters. And not gonna lie, Mila Kunis and Selena Gomez are super similar. They look very similar. Like, dude, I mean,
I am marrying Mila Kunis. I'm killing Selena Gomez, and I'm smashing Megan Fox, and that's easy.
I'm
I was never a Selena Gomez guy.
yeah, I'm doing
ever.
the same thing.
same thing. That's all three of us had the same one.
I do want to say that I think they all are very overrated. Megan Fox is extremely overrated.
So what was the final thing was?
Transformers and shit.
Well, that was
saw that movie?
That was like her.
That was a prime.
Transformers.
Dean hit pause on that movie.
Transformers was a movie where a lot of 12-year-old boys became a man. It was turned on that movie, and you have Megan Fox opens the car, and that was the moment when like little boys became men.
Who I was looking.
You like my statement there? Dean's like, that's a little.
I mean, I was gonna
overrated.
glance over, but then I was like, "What the fuck did you say?"
Wait. So we all agreed. The final was we're marrying.
Mila, she's got the best personality. She's cute, good looking.
We're smashing Megan Fox, and we're killing Selena.
Even
Gomez.
though I heard something about Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, they like don't shower often.
That's true.
You hear that?
Yeah.
I have heard that. So it's something
Why
about.
do you know that?
No,
about that?
Dean's right. So I think it's Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. They've talked about their relationship because they're married. They talked about their relationship, how they don't shower a lot. It's something to do with like body oils and like your skin trying to clean itself.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could go either way. You
I
know.
don't know how crazy I am about that, but it doesn't change my answer.
All right, so that's that. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I was just thinking about putting. I think one of my low key couple celebrity crushes, Kate Beckinsale in Click, is
Oh, yeah.
like different.
You saw
She's
Van
different.
Helsing? You ever see Van Helsing?
Van Housen? That a
Helsing.
movie?
Van Helsing.
No, I don't know. Was that what kind
Kate
of movie?
Beckinsale's in that. Real bad.
She's hot in Click, I'll tell you that. And then I weirdly have a crush on Haley Sedfield. Is that her name?
You don't even know her name.
Sedfield?
Haley Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Related to Jerry Seinfeld. I do have a little crush on her. And you
Not
guys
even
have any
sure
other
that-
crushes?
She was
Yeah,
so she's like the new Hawkeye. She's
She's our age. She's 25.
she's
she
she's
sings.
our
I
age.
forget the other songs she sings. Shows how much I have a crush on her. But anybody missing from this listing?
I thought of like when I was younger, Jessica Biel.
Oh, Jessica Biel is
Like Jessica Biel when I was younger was like, oh, that was a very attractive celebrity.
I always got to go with my girl Amelia Clark too.
Who the
From,
fuck is
Game of
Amelia
Thrones.
Clark?
Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Place them. But other than
Well,
that,
That's that.
That's that.
Smash, marry, kill. That's that.
All right, last segment here. We're talking drinking.
Oh, we're doing this.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're going for it.
We're doing it.
This is the this or that party edition. We love this segment on the show, but it's definitely cool to get someone else's opinion. So we'll see what Dean says here. First one: would you rather party at a house or go to the club? I already know this answer.
house all day.
House all the
I like
now-
playing games. I like doing stuff like that. Club, you're just spending money.
That's the number one thing. Like,
I'm not a dancer though.
house parties are the best because drinking games.
Okay.
And we all love drinking games. Us three specifically, we love to play drinking games.
It's just the comfortability of it.
Clubs are also, we talked about this, I think, last week.
Yeah.
We talked about how we don't have VIP access to a club. So, Dean, say you have VIP access, bottle service, you're higher class. I guess you can get any chicks you want. They come to your booth. Does that change your mindset on what you pick?
Yeah. Well, I
So
would.
if you had the money, you're like club all day.
See,
though.
the thing for me though is like go back to the casino. Like you can be on the casino floor and drink for free, and then they have a club right behind you. You step in that club and you're paying $12 for a drink.
That's true.
That's-
100%.
Just like
Yeah, but
it's
the
pointless
atmosphere is
to
very
me.
different, though.
People always
I
say
don't-
you can drink
it's-
on the casino floor. I get like one drink every 2 hours. And I don't gamble enough, or I'm not good enough where I
Right,
can
then
sit
you
there
can
and play
go to
blackjack.
You can go to the bar on the casino floor and they're $3.
But
and
I-
you go
Or
in
I
the
can go to
club
my
and it's
hotel
10.
room and drink some
the-
bottles of Ciroc.
But the
But
thing is,
that's the funnest part of it too.
It really is. Just pregame in the hotel room before you go down. It's the
Ryan
best part.
is a big fan of the Ciroc. Whenever we go to Atlantic City, it's like that's the moves that he always goes.
I got
to.
100 bottles, Ciroc boy. So yeah, we're all team house. Unless we're higher class, life's a party to the moon, then maybe we're club guys.
We said
Yeah,
we
but
would
what
enjoy.
if you're higher class also and throw a banger in a mansion?
That's
That's
true.
also true. Well, the main difference between those two things is club. You're really not gonna. It's more of the atmosphere, the lights, the music that you're not gonna know the people. So if you really want to be around people you know, you can have a good conversation with, and like that's where you want a party. Like you want the party at the house. That's why you want a house. And then also the different. I mean, it depends how close you live, but like for us, a house party was always great because of the proximity to your own house.
Right.
It's like, oh, I can get home, or like that's why people like the local bar because it's like I can in the summer you could walk home, or I can take a short 10-minute Uber. Where for us, I mean, up in North Jersey, like I go to Hoboken, that's a 40-minute Uber ride. I
Yeah.
take it, but
Right.
definitely in the summer or even now in the winter, that's almost an $80 Uber ride.
So,
So
Dean,
I
you
can
have
see the
people over
difference.
sometimes. Do you prefer to host a house party or to go to host a
Go to
house
it.
party?
Go to it.
100%. Why would you ever? The thing.
Because you don't have to go anywhere. You just go right to bed. You're
I'm also
comfortable.
when I have people over, it's an all outdoor thing. It's I like a little mix between the two, and I don't want to be responsible for cleaning.
But the difference is, if I hold a house party, like if I'm hosting it, and I'm done. I want to go to bed. It's 2:30 in the morning. The problem is he's not leaving till
Yeah.
4. So I'll be like, hey, everyone out. And he'll be like, no, you just go to bed. I'm like, no, it's my house, Dean. I need you to leave.
Then you wake up and he's on the couch.
He's on the couch and he's sleeping there. It's like, but Dean,
It's like,
what
get
time,
up, I gotta do something today, Dean. Get the fuck out of my house, dude.
what time did you go to bed? 6 o'clock.
Dominoes all over the place. Boxes everywhere. Next one is, would you rather have a case race or do a beer mile? I think I did a case race maybe one time, but we've never done a beer mile. At least I haven't.
I wanted to do one. I think that would be a great video, by the way. Producer Drew, you can write it down. Beer mile, life's a party style. Maybe we get 5 of our friends and we all do it. I think that'd be a good video.
I think that would be a good video.
That'd be a good video.
No, you can't get Sean.
No, we won't get anyone who can actually run.
Do
Just
we
like
have
people.
to do a mile? Like, is that
Maybe like a quarter mile. Maybe
50
just
yards?
one
50
lap.
yards.
Just like sprint. We'll just do the sprint. So it's like you chug and then you do the
I'm
sprint.
better at suicides. Can we do that? So what would be, you go to a track, right? And you run 4 laps and you drink a beer. Like, what's the rules of a beer mile? Like, I don't know the ins and outs.
I think it's chug a beer.
But it's not while you're running. Like,
No,
you
it's-
stop at like a station once you get done a lap and then chug a beer.
I think a beer mile, the idea is that it's 4 beers and 1 beer a lap, right?
I feel like that's not hard
Yeah.
enough.
No, but I think it's you chug the beer, you run a lap. You
Oh,
chug
I mean,
a beer,
you
you
could
run
do
a
a
lap.
half lap.
You don't think that's hard enough? I don't think that's hard enough.
You don't think chugging 4 beers while
running
running
a
a
lap
mile?
is
When's the
not
last
hard.
time you ran a mile?
Yeah, when is the last time you ran a mile?
Well, if you watched the show, you would know that my resolution was to go on the treadmill, and I fell off the treadmill. So I took it as a sign to not do that anymore. So I haven't ran a mile in a very long time. I think I would be very good at a beer mile.
Let's make it a video. I'm down. I think I'd be good at it too.
Let's make it a wager.
A wager?
Dean's in the video too.
Yeah, my $100 back. My $100 back. That's what the wager
All
is.
right.
If you win,
He's shaking it.
there it is. The wager's on. But if I lose, I don't have to pay you because you already have my $100.
Well, there has to be something in it. for
Wait,
me.
wait.
No, I'm down. I will
All
give
right,
you
you put up
beer.
100. I put up 20. So if you
Wait,
win,
what? What?
I like that. Yeah.
You put up
20 bucks if I win, $100 if you win. I'm that confident.
No, fuck that. 100 each. I'm in. Beer
Okay,
mile.
I was making it better for you.
I'm gonna start training. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Get myself a trainer.
All right.
Where do you even look for a beer mile trainer?
Well, you could just use your treadmill. Just start.
Just
we
start-
already
just
know
start
what
chugging
happens
on
on
the
the
When
treadmill.
he uses the treadmill.
It's like 10:30 in the morning. Ryan, why are you chugging Bud Lights on
I'm
the
training.
treadmill?
I'm training. I'm an athlete.
$100 is on the line, Mom. I gotta figure this out. Wait, I
last-
do want to talk about case race.
Okay. Yeah.
I know that we had murmurs that we wanted to do that because it's like a fun concept. Because you get like a girl, a guy. It's like a 3-player team. Then you got to do what? A bottle of wine. Didn't you do something similar like that?
So we do it's called date in a bottle.
Oh,
So
that's
we
right.
we go out, we drink for the night. Usually it was at the fraternity house. You bring a date to the mixer or whatever you're doing, and then you split a bottle of wine. And you split a smaller bottle of a type of liquor you like.
Yeah.
We've done that recently.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I would like to do a case race, but we have to do like a bottle of Burnett.
See, I just don't see it playing out. Like, I feel like that was like a high school thing.
I just don't think
kinda-
people drink especially like as we get older. No
Yeah,
one's
'cause
drinking like that.
We were at the
anymore.
tailgate and I had like
Speak
8,
for yourself.
Okay. All right. Oh, we'll do one with Dean.
I had like 8 beers at the tailgate, and then I was like, I'm fucked up. I had like 5 or 6 beers. I'm like, I'm hammered.
yeah.
I don't think I'm built for the case race anymore.
You kept saying that you had over 15 beers.
He's
in a
like,
case of
I had
18.
15 beers. I'm like, Ryan, we only have 18 beers in a case, and I know I had like 4. So
Felt like a lot.
I'm gonna look and see if I can find that clip and dig it up and put it up here for you guys.
We don't have to do all that. Let's kill his mic. Let's take away his mic privileges. But next one is, would you rather have oh shit, we already did that on. I might be drunk right now, to be honest.
Take away his mic privileges.
Would you rather tailgate a sporting event or a concert, Dean?
It's a hard one.
what type of concerts do you go to?
Country? No, you gone to Firefly, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, it's not really tailgate.
That's drugs.
That's the concert. The tailgate is
that's,
like
that's
the
a lot of
concert.
drugs. And
No,
it's
you're
like people just
drinking.
drink-
You're
yeah.
drinking during the you
whole
go.
thing.
The concert starts in the morning. You're there until night.
Yeah, it's a festival.
There's no tailgating.
Those kind of things scare me because those guys go hard.
I
with
would
the,
really like to do a music festival. Like I've never done one, and that's always something I've been interested.
It would
in
be
doing.
great content. I just don't feel like I would fit in.
Why?
It's
What did
just-
you wear,
It's just not
Dean?
my
Like-
scene.
What did you wear?
Well, it was really normal.
Do you wear like a
Clothing, but,
jersey?
like,
Was it like a
tank top
normal?
stuff.
Was it like a country concert? Like a
No,
Or at
it
least
was
for a guy.
Firefly. I mean, it's a mix. Like Lil Wayne was there, and then
Okay.
like
Logic was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, Logic was
Why do I know more
But then
about it
there
than
was
Dean?
like
He was there. I don't know.
there was like rock artists.
Come
and
on,
stuff.
spit it out.
Eminem was there. Eminem was there.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
But wasn't it a thing where you camp out? Like you literally were in a trailer? Wasn't that the thing?
No, you camp.
Dean?
You get a lot. You get a lot probably about the size of this room.
Ryan's thinking of like Woodstock.
No,
Yeah, I
it is
don't
like that. It is like Woodstock.
The idea is
it's
similar.
not far
yeah.
off.
Lots of
Yeah, you
drugs
get
and
a
you
lot-
do, and you hang out in a tent. Like, do you
Yeah.
shower?
Yeah, they have like
Like
showers
tubs?
for like.
That's
communities.
wild.
Yeah,
What?
it's like a
See,
Woodstock.
for guys, it's easy. Girls, it takes forever.
Yeah.
They get in there.
I would be
you bring your own
interested in doing
food and
that.
shit, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you can buy food when you're in there. There's food there, but you don't
And you're there
spend the
for
money.
what? 4 days? 5 days?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Wild.
crazy.
That's
I
crazy.
would actually be interested in doing that though. Like I think that's something you do and you're like, okay, cool. I'm glad I did that.
I was gonna do more, but I just didn't like the lineups.
No.
No.
There you
go. I mean, that's what it's mostly about.
I don't know if I could do that.
For me,
I'm a bitch.
For me, I think the type of tailgates are very different. Like a sporting tailgate is very different than like a concert tailgate.
I think
Especially
if I had to pick now, I'd go sporting.
But what specifically? What just football? Like probably football.
I mean, anything that
Phillies
a lot of
tailgates
people
are
are going
fun.
to go to. You know
We
what I
did the
mean?
Phillies
Like,
tailgate.
That's what it
We did the
depends on.
Phillies tailgate the one time. That was fun. I'm
I haven't
excited
really
for those.
tailgated a concert since we used to go to the country concerts.
That's true. Yeah.
Way back.
Well, I really like the idea of what our buddy, the way we would do country concerts is that he had a boat. So like that's like an amazing type of tailgate that literally instead of parking your car in the parking lot and like just camping out there, he had a boat that was very close to the venue where he could like dock his boat or where his boat was docked already there, and then we would just show up, bring beer, and basically listen to we'd play music on the boat, and then we would also stop our music when the artist was going on because we were so close that we could actually hear the artist playing from the concert venue, and we were just like on the boat drinking like at night in the summer. It was that's like my favorite type of tailgating because it's so different and it was just a really cool vibe.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's another Life's a Party video. That would be so fire.
Yeah, we'll
It'd be
talk-
a
yeah.
boat party.
Yeah.
That would be sick. But
There you
first,
go.
we got to find a boat.
Or just rent a boat for a day. Just make a video, go tube and shit like that.
That would be
fun,
sick.
Too.
We should do that. And we'll bring producer Drew.
Yeah, I'm down.
Sounds good. All right, good show.
What was the GoPro this time?
No.
Not the GoPro.
No
'Cause
GoPro.
Dean lost the GoPro.
Oh, yeah, of course I did.
We don't want to get
I
into
did
that.
everything.
Dean lost the GoPro. Good
But,
show. We
yeah.
got a guy. First guest, Dino, on the
Thank
show.
you guys for having
That's
me.
our episode, Dean. We thank you for joining. Maybe, this was pretty good. Maybe you come back one day.
Thank you.
We'll definitely
Appreciate it. I'd be-
Maybe we'll review, see how you did.
Yeah.
We'll review the ratings, see if the people want you
Hopefully,
back.
hopefully next time it's not attack me, make me look like the bad guy the whole time.
You set this up on yourself, all right?
No,
you
no.
brought this upon yourself.
Whatever.
But what we'll definitely do is I'm down to do that video. That is a video we will put in the works. We'll
What's
do
the video? Beer mile?
a beer mile. Dean is going to be a part of it. So hopefully
Wager,
look
remember
forward to
this?
that. Maybe when the weather's a little nicer, obviously, and we can start running.
I
Hopefully
run
the
in any
spring.
weather.
Spring's right around the corner.
Well, here's your hint to start getting in shape for it.
Noted.
Okay. But thank you guys for listening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, at Life's a Party Pod. And if you haven't already checked out that Eagles tailgate video, definitely go do that. That is on our YouTube channel. It's a blast. Go check it out. But as always,
Music, take us out.
peace, baby.
Later.
Oh yeah.